Preston Vs Pros Part 5. Back
good?
at Main Street with Paul Screwed Up Garza.
What's going on?
Thanks for doing it. We already finished sparring. I died, which is normal. I didn't get dropped this time, so that's exciting, but I was gassed.
Was that supposed to drop you?
Yeah, you could have if you wanted to. It would have been good for... But now it looks like I'm getting better.
Yeah? Okay,
So that's good.
We'll go with that.
Yeah. So Paul's actually my first striking coach, Muay Thai coach here at Main Street. So if you think that I have any skill, give him credit. If you think that I suck, then it's his fault because he's my coach. But yeah, so you're currently 7-4. You've won 5 out of your last 6 fights, which is like very impressive.
Yeah.
And even your one loss was a split decision, if I'm not mistaken, which kind of, I feel like there should almost be asterisks by those, but I feel like the split decision kind of implies it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think kind of, or what did you change, or what do you kind of give credit to like the turnaround, I guess, that you've had in your pro career so far?
I mean, really just, I guess, dedication, man. You just got to stay disciplined. There's just always been, you know, times where I've just been more dedicated than others, I guess you could say. And so long as I'm focused, I'm going to be a dangerous person for anybody in my division. It's as simple as that. But yeah, that's really it, man. Just discipline.
I've noticed, especially your last fight, your hand speed looked a lot quicker than it did previously.
I've been working with some of the boxing coaches, man, like, you know, Jesse. Been trying to work with everybody else, too. Abe, I worked with Todd before. Yeah. Worked with Bobby, of course. You know, Crew Bob still helps me with my hands, too. I mean, he's the main person telling me to move my head all the time, use my legs. So, I mean, I'm always hearing him in the back of my mind. Anytime I'm training, sparring, anything like that, fighting, you know, make sure I'm moving my head, using my legs the way I'm supposed to be. Like I said, I've just been working with all the boxing coaches here, and I haven't even gotten to work with all of them. We have so many good coaches here that are all people that compete. So I feel like I'm picking the brain from somebody that's like in the middle of doing it themselves. You know what I mean? They're working on getting better too, and I know they can easily pass on that information to me because it's literally what they're trying to do. Right. So I mean, just in a good spot, you know, for boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, everything really. Yeah, yeah.
No, that. But as you're saying, I feel like that's something unique because so far in these interviews or these episodes I've done, something that Michael Aswell pointed out to me is that I need to do my research on the gyms themselves, which like once he said that, it kind of made me realize that I've kind of neglected the part of like fighting is an individual sport, but the team around y'all and the coaches and who like help train you guys is such a big part of it. Yeah. So that's something that I'm trying to focus on more now. And it made me think about Main Street, how like, I don't think there's many other gyms that have like multi-sport, high-level professional athletes all in one place. Like we have championship boxers and like high-level UFC MMA fighters where you guys can kind of soak up and learn from each other. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, yeah, we're pretty fortunate here. It's almost kind of become just like a little hub where everybody comes and trains. So we got the coaching, and then, you know, a lot of different people from different gyms like to come in and just train with us. So we get to work with different bodies. We get different looks, see different styles. That way we don't just get used to like only training with each other. You know what I mean? Again, we just get to get different looks from other people. Yeah. So I know kind of Muay Thai is your base. You're a purple belt in Jiu-Jitsu, correct? Yep. But your fighting style is like, I've sparred you. I get more gassed when I spar you and you're just like pillow fighting me than when I go against other people going hard. Because your fighting style is a nonstop pressure, kind of very Thai-like, very marching forward. That's what a lot of people say, and like, yeah, I feel that. But like me, like, all I'm really trying to do is like, I'm just trying to make it easier on myself to you know, beat your ass. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I don't want to have to strain myself to beat you. You know, I want to make it easy. I like to do the most practical thing possible, the easiest way I can do it. You know, and I don't know. I guess somehow that translates to me just always kind of being in your face, not really giving you, I guess, any room to breathe. People tell me they get tired all the time whenever they go with me. And I mean, I don't know, I guess that's cool, you know? No, but I'm just trying to make it easier on myself, like I said, to, you know, land shots and, you know, do my technique. Because, like, I can't hit hard, but I know there's some shots that I can throw to the liver on some people that'll at least slow them down. There's nothing that I can throw that can slow you down. So even if you're just, like, tapping me like this, I'm like, oh, we're going to switch kick a liver shot, and that'll give me a second of, like, time to breathe. It's like, nope, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I like to think I'm a human being. If you catch anybody off guard, you know,
you'll probably put them down some kind of way. But I guess it's just I don't let people do that. You know, I don't want that. I don't want them to. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want them to get a good clean shot on me. Even if I don't block it right, I'm gonna like brace myself, do something. You know what I mean? Like keep my guard up, whatever I got to do. That way I take minimal damage in any exchange. You know what I mean? And I think I have a pretty good poker face. My buddy Boswell, I fought him 2 fights ago. It was my fight that I won by decision. It was a scrap, great fight. First round, he threw this body kick to my liver. Man, I just made it look like he didn't even land it. But like I told him afterwards, like yeah, that kick, I felt it. It hurt. Like I had to act like I didn't feel it in my liver. But yeah, I think I just do a good job of kind of keeping my composure sometimes. So I think that messes with people mentally because they think. I think he asked me too after the fight. He's like, "Yo, did that kick land?" And I was like, "Definitely it landed." Dude. Yeah, but like, I'm not gonna like let you know that right away. You know?
No, you can't.
We'll talk about it afterwards.
I feel like there's levels to liver kicks, right? Like there's ones that like you tickle, you're like, okay, that touched it, and then it kind of gets to the point where like, even in sparring, like, sometimes I'll get hit, and it's like if I really wanted to, I could stay up. But I'm not a fighter, and I'm going to go touch the mat right now. And then there's others where you lose complete bodily control. Yeah. I've only had one of those ever happen to me, and it was actually from you.
Okay.
While we were
kick or a punch?
A punch, but because we were light sparring, so I was like flowy, and I wasn't flexed, and you just like threw a soft but snappy liver shot.
Yeah,
and
man.
Caught me, and dude, I was on the ground before I knew what happened. I was just like curled up in a ball. I was like, oh my god.
There's so many different ways you can put your power into a shot, man. Especially with boxing, I'm not gonna act like I'm the expert. You know what I mean? But you know, you could obviously dig real hard, real heavy into a shot, but sometimes just giving it that pop, man, that, you know, just that snap is what really gives you actually the most power. Again, I'm not gonna act like I'm the best here at boxing, you know what I mean? Ask the boxing coaches, they'll tell you a lot better than I can.
Drop me.
But I also do the same thing with my kicks. Some of my kicks I throw them, and I throw them to be real heavy. So make it to where you're not gonna be able to come forward, and you know, you'll probably like, you know, get knocked back a little bit or knock over a little bit. And some of them I throw them to where they're gonna like have a little more pop and more whip to them, where they're gonna sting, and they'll probably like, you know, I'll try to break your arm, really. You know what I mean? Whenever I kick across the body, that's what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you? So that's a like unique one because like that snap hook to the liver, I haven't figured out how to do that. Like I can't do that. I've got people with liver kicks. Like, I guess, what about your kick, or what do you do to make it like that hard brute force, or those ones that are snappy? Because I know exactly what you're talking about because I've felt it. Like sometimes you kick me and it feels like I'm getting hit with like a tree trunk just going across my body, and then sometimes there's like whop and it stings. Yeah. Like how?
It's just the way you throw it. I mean, I don't know. I would have to like show you. It'd be better if I could like show you. But I mean, either I'm kind of turning my hips over a little bit more quick and snappy. I think of actually like snapping my fingers. Yeah. So that's kind of how I'm throwing the kick. If I wanted to have a little more pop, be a little quicker, it won't be as heavy. If somebody's rushing me and I try to throw it like that, I might get pushed back. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. Or I can do one where like it's kind of like a longer, heavier kick, and I'm putting all my weight into it, and I'm like almost bracing myself on your body with my leg. So that's why all the weight is going into you, and it's making it a heavier kick. And then I can kind of do a variation of where it comes in heavy, but at the last second, boom, I snap it. So it's just a little bit of both. You know what I mean? So there's different ways you can throw, honestly, like all your techniques. But you know, for me, I specialize in the kicks, I like to think. Yeah, your kicks are heavy. Like they're so heavy. I don't know if that's technique or your build or like a combination of like your shins taking impact. Like, because I've asked Malik, I'm like, yo, your leg kicks have so much thud. What is it? And he goes, oh, I just got heavy legs. I'm like, cool. I'll never have that. That's sweet. Like, glad that's something I could aspire to, you know. But yeah, you guys, like you, Jacob, Malik, Cody, like all you guys that are professionals, like the impact of y'all's kicks, even when you're not throwing them hard, it's just different. Yeah. Like it just feels different. But so your last fight, most nervous I've ever been watching a fight in my entire life. It started out pretty crazy, yeah. Did you, because I don't remember that guy's name, but he was good. Donovan. He was jacked. He was a scary motherfucker. And he came at you going nuts. And at one point, he kind of had you on the ground, and he was just like ground and pound going nuts. I thought he clipped you, so I'm sitting like, holy shit, no. And then you ended up, like, you were fine. You ended up walking down. And I mean, he was like catching me with some shots on the side. He also kind of hit me in the back of the head, but I mean, it's whatever. I mean, yeah, it sucked. I mean, I wasn't like, it wasn't something that was like putting me out. I never felt rocked or anything like that. It was more just like annoying and like just the force of everything. Because, I mean, to me, what it looked like is he definitely like just dumped his entire tank from the very beginning. It was like, I'm sure his corner just told him, like, yo, man, like, this is like all you got. Like, just go for it. You know what I mean? I don't know if they did or didn't. You know, I'm not trying to be offensive or whatever, but like, that's what it felt like to me. Because, I mean, that's what he did. Just literally just dumped his whole tank. That's all he had. And then, I mean, that was really it after that. You know, and then, yeah, he landed those, like, illegal blows or whatever. And those sucked. Yeah, they freaking hurt. You know, like, you know, hit me with, like, a knee in the side of my head. Kicked me when I was down, too. I don't know. I know they were, like, real mad and everything about the whole thing, but I don't know, dog. Like,
you finished him.
I don't know. Like, you shouldn't have tapped. I mean, he tapped out. He was definitely going to sleep too.
Yeah, you caught him in.
So like, I don't know what he's trying to argue that like, even if I'm not gonna lie, bro, if he would have kept coming at me, even with the illegal blow, bro, I would have been good. Yeah. So if he's thinking I got saved because you know he gave me a break because he hit me with an illegal shot, like good for you, bro. Think that all you want. I don't really care. I got paid that day.
So you caught him with like a.
Like you got half the bag that day.
You caught him with like a bulldog choke, wasn't it? It was kind of weird.
Just so I guess it's funny because everybody keeps saying like, oh, you caught him with this like special modified guillotine that somebody in the UFC got, and like I looked it up, I found the guy or whatever. And yeah, it was the exact same thing. It was kind of funny. I didn't think I was gonna find anything. But no, I didn't do anything. I promise you, I didn't do anything special. I actually got to give the credit to him. He just didn't know what he was doing because he turned the complete wrong way, and I was just like. And then he did it twice.
He got out of it the first time.
So, like, I mean, he just didn't really know, I guess, how to defend the choke the right way. And then, I mean, that's just where you end up in a spot like that. It just looks like a different choke than what it really was. Just a guillotine, a real deep one, because he just turned in a way that made it better for me.
Dude, I went nuts when you won that fight because he came out, swarmed you, illegal shots to the head, like, oh my God, and then you choke him out. And I was like,
I was kind of bad though. I was like, yo, what are we doing? You see me like throw my hands up after the kick to the face. I'm just like, what are we doing here? Like, I mean, if it's just gonna be a straight up street fight, just let me know. It's cool, but I gotta know, you know.
At this point in your career, is it like if people come out just going nuts like that? I feel like it's pretty uncommon. Once you're at like, you know, 10 or 12, 13 fights into your pro career, I feel like you don't see that as much. Like guys come out and just go nuts. Does that catch you by surprise when that happens still, or how do you deal with it?
I like to tell myself that there's a possibility that they'll always do that. So, you know, it's always kind of like, you know, in the back of my head, you know, you just gotta be ready for everything. Yeah. And when they do it, it's kind of annoying. I was like, yo, man, look. Let's chill. Like I said, man, I like to make my shit as easy as possible, bro. Like, he's out here, he dumped his whole tank, all this. Like, I wanted to have, like, a good whole fight, you know? But it is what it is.
It has to feel good whenever he does that first onslaught and it doesn't work, and now you're just like, oh, motherfucker, I got you.
Well,
like,
that's what kind of usually happens. That's what people say, like, yo, I sparred with Paul, and, like, man, I did this and that, and, like, he's still coming forward. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to just come forward with a like heavy pace, but you gotta have some technique behind it. Yeah. Like I say, I mean, he just got tired right away because that's all he did. He just used all his energy. I try to, you know, maintain my technique. You know, again, just to make it easier on myself. I'll make myself tired too. I've gotten tired of fights. You know what I mean? It happens. And you learn from it. You know? Yeah.
So again, won 5 out of your last 6. Just had your first kid, baby girl. Yeah. Congratulations. That's awesome, right?
Hell yeah.
So now you have dad strength and your first child motivation.
Exactly.
So I guess when are you looking to get into the ring next? And like given this run that you're on, at what point are you kind of looking to or hoping to get a Contender Series shot?
Man, I want to get the Contender Series shot as soon as possible. Realistically, I know I got to get more wins. You know, I got to make sure I'm, you know, showing that I'm fighting and beating people. Yeah. I want to do that. I mean, I like to think everybody watches my fights and they're usually pretty entertained. That's just what they tell me, you know. I go watch my fights afterwards and I'm like, that's a pretty solid fight. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I mean, I think a couple more fights, a couple more wins, realistically, and I can get to the Contender Series. And then just keep going from there, keep winning, keep getting in people's faces. I gotta let them know I'm here, man, because I know, like, sometimes if you're not loud enough, they don't pay attention, you don't get a shot. Yeah. But I'm gonna make sure I come back. Hopefully I get a fight before the end of the year. I do gotta like just figure out a few things. You know what I mean? But that's really it, you know. I want to get back to fighting soon, go back on another win streak, stay consistent, 3-4 fights in the year, and if I can get that call like within that time, that'd be perfect. That's ideal. You know, and if not, keep working for it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep winning no matter what. I mean, you've seen the tear that some of our guys have been going on.
You, Cody.
All we gotta do is show up and train, man. That's all we gotta do. We show up, we train, we go, and we win. That's it. It's an easy, you know, formula that we got going on.
Yeah.
And we got the right people to do it with. Yeah. So I mean, I get excited thinking about it. You know, I get even more motivated just thinking about it. And like you said, you know, I got my family now. I got my little kid. You know, my wife's always been on. You know, she's always had my back.
Yeah.
I'm forever grateful, you know, for that. You know what I mean? I could easily get emotional right now just talking about that, but. Yeah, I want to get to UFC. I want to get a belt and kind of live an easy life after that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really want. You know, like get the belt, beat some people up, make a good name, and then just, you know, simple life after that.
No, I'd be
Raise my
excited.
daughter, you know what I mean? Just worry about that.
T-shirt how to fight, like don't talk to boys. Here's how you throw a switch kick.
Yeah. One thing I'll say though too, in MMA, I feel like, you know, all across the country, people, they teach Muay Thai, you know, they have like jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai classes, or maybe they'll have kickboxing classes. But I feel like they don't like actually have like real good Muay Thai, like that they utilize in these like MMA fights or like when they compete. And some people have their, you know, their preference. Some people like to have more of like a footwork, you know, boxing base with wrestling, things like that. You know, I work on that all the time, but for me, like, it's so easy for me just to go back to my Muay Thai. I mean, just to throw a body kick and like them freeze up and not do anything, and then I get to just move forward after that because they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? These people don't check kicks. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get Boswell check my kick though. I didn't throw another leg kick after that. I'll tell you that shit because it didn't fucking feel good. You know what I mean? That's another thing. I get mad about it. I tell my students like, hey, check the kick. I promise you, they're not gonna want to throw it again, or they're gonna think about it. Yeah. You know. So one of my goals, for sure, besides getting to the UFC, becoming a champion, is to just make Muay Thai more prominent. You know what I mean? Like, let it be known that, like, hey, this is a good martial art to learn if you want to make it far in mixed martial arts too. You know what I mean? Wrestling is good, jiu-jitsu is good, boxing is good, all that. You know, we've all seen it, been proven. But I don't think we've seen like a good Muay Thai base really kind of make it to that level. We've seen a lot of hybrids. You know what I mean? Even myself, I'm kind of more of a hybrid style, but I still think I bring more of that pure Muay Thai style, a little more than others would.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I've never been to Thailand. I've never trained there. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure people are gonna watch this and be all up in their fucking high horse about how they're this and that Muay Thai, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'll say that right now. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm claiming to be as best as or as good as I am. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I do want to bring Muay Thai to to MMA and let it be more known that this shit, it works. And honestly, to me, it's the most practical thing you can do. Yeah. I don't have to be some like super talented like athletic person to learn how to throw a teep or learn how to throw a good body kick that's gonna stop you in your tracks. You know what I mean? I don't have to be some like crazy like agile person to do clinch. You know what I mean? I just gotta have a little dog in me and just clinch somebody up, dump them, knee them, elbow them, smother them, and make them wish they were not there. And that's it. So that's one of my big things. I want to bring Muay Thai to MMA, and like, yeah, that's it.
No, you're Muay. The only other like, and I watched an interview of him today, so this is why it's coming to mind. But the only guy that I can think of that has fought in the not that has fought, but that I can think of is Khalil Roundtree has a super Thai style, right? At least like you'll see him bouncing off the front leg. Right. But your fight's like super Thai. Like if you took the other guy out of it and took the like if you just showed someone a 10-second screenshot of just you moving in your fight and people know Muay Thai, they're like, oh, he's in a Muay Thai fight. Yeah. Right? Like you clinch people up, you'll march people down, teep leg kicks, which is like you got your long range weapons with your teeps, you got mid range with your elbows and like hands, and then you can even like come in and clinch people. And it's cool to see. Oh yeah. Well, hey, thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. Of course. Paul's one of the nicest people I know. He's an absolute killer. I find it so funny. But yeah, so Preston Vs Pros Part 5, my coach, Paul Screwed Up Garza. Thank you very much. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, brother. Feels to be tired, but that's what I'm saying right now. Try to put pressure on this one. Really make him work, you know?